Welcome to the Phenotype Database. In this video, I'll show users how to create forms for capturing phenotype information. From the menu, hover over Configuration, then choose Phenotypes. On the next page, you will see a list of the existing phenotypes already registered in the database. To create a new phenotype, click Create Phenotype from the menu. The primary ontology used is the Snomed terminology. Let's find an example phenotype by doing a lookup. We'll use Gestational Proteinuria as an example. We'll need to copy and paste the ontology code into the Phenotype ID field. By default, the ontology source is Snomed, but there are other options like the Human Phenotype Ontology, HPO, and customized terms if needed. Next, we'll copy and paste the terminology name. There are 4 data types to choose from: Boolean, string, numeric, and date. For this phenotype, we'll use Boolean, which will provide users with a yes/no option when submitting patient phenotypes. We can do a quick search for our phenotype to be sure that it's now available. Now that our phenotype has been added, let's add it to a phenotype group. From the menu, hover over Configuration and choose Phenotype Groups. Then from the menu, click New Phenotype Group. Let's give the new phenotype group a name and call it Gestational. Then we can add our previously added phenotype Gestational Proteinuria to this group. Let's add another phenotype called Pregnancy. We can add additional phenotypes and adjust the order around by clicking and dragging. The order listed here will be reflected in the phenotype forms. Now that we've created our phenotype group called Gestational, let's create a new form. From the menu, hover over Configuration and choose Clinical Forms. Then click on New Form Template. We give our form template a name and call it Test Form. Then we assign it an owner team, in this case Test Team, and share our forms with the Test Team. Now we can add our Gestational phenotype group to this form. Now that we have created our phenotype form, let's see it in use. We'll search for a pre-existing patient called Test123, who so happen belongs to the test team, the same team who owns the form we just created. We can see that our phenotype form has a grouping called Gestational with 2 phenotypes that we added earlier, Gestational Proteinuria and Pregnancy. Going back to the patient view, we can see the results just populated. Before ending the tutorial, I'll quickly show you what it looks like when we add another phenotype group to our form. Here I'll choose Disorder of the Inner Ear as a new phenotype. I'll create another phenotype called Autoimmune Disorder of the Ear. Now I'll create another phenotype group called Ear. Now that we've created our phenotype group, let's add it to the form. Going back to our patient, let's see what the form looks like. You can see that we now have a new section for entering our ear phenotypes. Thank you for watching.